Kelsey Donegan swims in lane 5, the junior from Hingham. Molly St. Gelas, the freshman from Plymouth North, in lane 6. And Tiffany Yee, the senior out of Taunton High School, the bottom of the pool in lane 7.
And really great underwater there by Kelsey Donegan, the junior from Hingham. She is paced by Carly Atwood. They touch together, 30.07 for Atwood. Donegan, 30.26. They've got about a second lead on the rest of the field. Again, they are on pace to probably beat their seed time by a good second or two. Again, backstrokes tends to be the most evenly split of all the events, especially with that in the water start. They are at 58 as they come under the flags, looking at 102 maybe? 102.36 in lane 4 for Atwood, 102.81.
Fenwick in lane 3. Eloise Andrews, the junior out of Westford Academy, in lane 4. Kelly Uribe from Peabody High School in lane 5. Maria Corneva, the junior from Shrewsbury, in lane 6. Caroline Blatchford, the freshman from Bishop Fenwick, in lane 7. Lena Matera, the junior out of Hingham, in lane 8. And Rihanna Baird, all the way at the bottom of the pool, the freshman from Westford Academy, swims in lane 9.
Again, really terrific start by Maria Corneva out of lane 6. Beautiful underwaters. I said this before, Eddie Rees, the men's swim coach at Texas, talks about underwater dolphin as being the 5th competitive swim stroke. It's so valuable to all the strokes, especially the backstroke. And it is 29.22 by Corneva in lane 6. 29.89 up in lane number 2. That's Paige Panagos. Again, 29.22. Right now, our fastest is 102.36. Corneva about a second faster than that, minute .98.
The team ranking, so we'll see how that shakes up the standings. Heat 3 of 3, the championship heat in the 100-yard backstroke. Arden Trudeau at the top of the screen in lane 2 out of Concord Carlisle. McKenna Murray in lane 3 out of Lincoln Sudbury. Harakalal Barali, the sophomore out of Franklin, in lane 4. Zeri Ferguson, keep your eyes on her in lane 5, the sophomore out of Attleboro. Jada Green, junior out of Newton South, in lane 6. Hope Zayabeth, the senior from Franklin, in 7. Lily Solis, the junior from Concord Carlisle, in 8. Caitlin Ritzma at the bottom of the screen.
And again, Ferguson, big out here. 26.65, chasing that All-American cut. Have to be back in 28.0 to get there. Again, that's what we've been seeing, about a 2-second gap between the first 50 split and second 50 split for most of these swimmers. So it's going to be close. Got to get home in 4.5 seconds. She's under the flags. Can she do it? 54.36, All-America automatic. Great swim from the sophomore. Zayaveth second, 58.01 to go along with her gold in the 100.
We'll quickly jump right into the 100-yard breaststroke. Heat 1 of 3 features Layla King, the sophomore from Minnechaug, at the top of your screen in lane 2. Lane 3, Isabel Murillo, the sophomore out of St. Mary's Lynn. Lena Matera, the junior from Hingham, in lane 4. Hannah Ryan, the sophomore from Bishop Fenwick, in lane 5. Emily Donatillo, the junior from Bishop Stang, in lane 6. Sunny Tian, the senior from Newton South, in lane 7. And at the bottom of the pool in lane 8, Hannah Robinson, the sophomore from Lincoln Sudbury.
And we are coming up on the second turn, the 50-yard mark of this race, and this is a dead heat. Our top seed is in at a 1:14.12, Hannah Ryan in lane 5, but touching first at the wall is lane 3, 34 94, Isabella Murillo. Again, this is a tight field. Just behind her, actually it was lane 8.
Hannah
That touched
Robinson.
first. Hannah Robinson of Lincoln Sudbury. She was a 1/10 of a second ahead of Isabella Murillo. And again, this race is anybody's. Lane 4, lane 5. Looks like lane 4 actually. Gonna touch first, 1:13.65.
Heat 2 features Lydia Mossy, the sophomore from Lincoln Sudbury, at the top of your screen in lane 2. Brooke Sylvia, the junior from Bishop Feion, in lane 3. Christine Tang, the junior from Franklin, in lane 4. Mina Chung, the freshman from Algonquin, in lane 5. Reese Phillips, the sophomore from Concord Carlisle, in 6. Mia Burns, the senior from Westford Academy, in 7. Julia Long, the junior from Minnechaug, in 8. And Sophie Robinson, the bottom of the pool, in lane 9.
And again, just like our last heat, this one is really competitive. It looks like it's going to be lane 4 touching first at the 50, and it is in a 33.42. That is Christine Tang. She's being chased by lane 5. Mina Chung was at 33.84. But again, very, very competitive, tight field here. Again, a win in this heat could crack the medal stand. It's always tight from the 9th seed to the 8th seed. And it is right now Christine Tang of Franklin powering home under the flags, being challenged by lane 2. And my eyes.
Brings up heat 3 of 3, the championship heat in the 100-yard breaststroke. Ainsley Hott, the junior from Concord Carlisle, at the top of your screen in lane 2. Flannery Miller, the senior from KP, in lane 3. Maeve Hogan, the senior from Lincoln Sudbury, in lane 4. Jessie McNeil, the senior from Bridgewater Raynham, in lane 5. Cara Dominissi, senior from Westford Academy, in lane 6. Emma Miner, the freshman from Newton South, in lane 7. Artina Zhang, the sophomore from Newton South, in 8. Claire Pouliot, the sophomore from Minnechaug, in lane 9.
McNeil was second in the 200-yard IM. And again, it is McNeil 108.34. Only a half second separates our top 3 entrants. 31.49, it is lane 6, Cara Dominici. Behind her is McNeil, 31.81. And now making a move on the field is our swimmer in lane 4, Maeve Hogan. Right now it is Dominici, McNeil, and Hogan. As we come to the 10 yards to go, Dominici, McNeil, Hogan. And it is Dominici, McNeil, Hogan, and 4 in lane.
Too far out of it as well. Event 10, the girls 100-yard backstroke. 4 heats for you in this one. In the first one, only 5 swimmers. Anna Santana Alcantara, the junior from Norwood, in lane 3. Maya Lee, the senior from Wayland, in lane 4. Bethany Lavoie, the junior from Belchertown, in lane 5. Tina Sue, the junior from Wayland, in lane 6. And Seela Lawler, the junior from Weston, at the bottom of your screen in lane 7.
Meet qualifying time 105.98. All of these athletes within a half second under that qualifying time. Meet record 54.02, set by Marie Chamberlain in 2014. State record 52.78, Caitlin Hardy in 2016. And at lane 5, it is 30.16. Our swimmer in lane 5, Bethany Lavoie of Belchertown. Pacing this field. And backstroke is usually the stroke that's most evenly split, so she's under her seed time right now, at least on pace to do it. And she does, 104.08.
Maddie Koenig, the senior from North Reading, will swim in lane 2 at the top of your screen. Isabel Colella, the sophomore from Natick, will swim in lane 3. Sydney Chow, the sophomore from Mystic Valley, in lane 4. Aubrey Harrington, the sophomore from Belchertown, leading the pack with the best seed time in lane 5. Amelia Walker, the senior from Weston, in lane 6. Willow Berry, the junior from Gloucester, in lane 7. Zoe Zhu, the senior from Tantasqua, in lane 8. And Isabel Sarami, the freshman from Mystic Valley, at the bottom of your screen.
And once again, we have a really competitive field. Our top seed is Harrington at 104.44. Out in lane 9, Sarami 105.01. And right now, it is Amelia Walker of Weston, 30.47 at the split. Again, right on pace, probably a little bit under her seed time right now. Is Walker in lane 6. Barry making a move down in lane number 7. It is Walker and Barry and Zhu right behind her. Let's see who can get home. And good reach there in lane number 7, 103.99. Willow.
Caitlin Bohannon, the senior from Nauset, in lane 5. Mila Voltinaho, the junior out of Weston, in lane 6. Sarah Pescott, the freshman from Norton, in 7. Ella Bergeron, the junior from the Bromfield School, in lane 8. And at the bottom of our screen, Emma Gargano, the sophomore from Wayland.
And these swimmers are off. And at the 25, it looks like Sophia Wiener powering ahead. But what an underwater there by Mila Voltinaho of Weston. Open up the lead. We'll see if she can do that again off of this turn. 29.87. She's our first swimmer under 30 at the 50. And again, another great underwater by Voltinaho of Weston. But again, Wiener making the move here. Again, different strategy. Wiener up on the surface. Voltinaho underwater. And it's going to be Wiener under the flags. Ooh, tough reach there, but she gets in. 101.80.
Great swim earlier. She's in lane 5. Deborah Wells, the senior from Amherst Pelham. Keep an eye on her, too. She's in lane number 6. Isabella Zeppa, the sophomore from Monson, in lane 7. Rowan Albertson, the freshman from Amherst Pelham, is there again. She's in lane 8. Megan Grader, the freshman from Manchester Essex, at the bottom of our screen. Potentially a big heat here for Amherst Pelham.
And a big out by Adriana Cronstrom of Triton. And aggressive turnover. Not far off is Albertson, the freshman, down in lane 8. 28.47 for Cronstrom, 28.98 for Albertson. Again, Amherst Pelham, could this be one of those big events? Launch them back into the lead. Cronstrom still in the lead. Can't see lane 8 probably from her lane. We're looking at lanes 4, 5, and 8. And it is Cronstrom barely ahead, 59.27.
Brianna Cronstrom, a junior from Triton. Event 11. Up next, we'll tell you the top 5 rankings in a moment. Cecilia Robbins, the senior out of Marblehead, in lane 2 at the top of your screen. Emma Reiner, the junior out of Neshoba, in lane 3. Mystic Valley freshman Brittany Niega, in lane 4. Sierra Quinty, senior out of Bromfield School, in lane 5. Sarah DeSalt, the freshman out of Nantucket, in 6. Nora Lindblom, the junior out of Scituate, in 7. And Lucia Antonucci, the freshman out of Mystic Valley, at the bottom of your screen, in 8.
All right, meet qualifying time 1:14.76, meet record 1:01.74. That is also the state record set by Mary Buckley in 2018. And right now at the turn, it is lane 4, Brittany Naiga out of Miston Valley, the freshman, splitting at 33.73. So strong out for her. And right next to her, Sierra Quinty of Bromfield, the senior. So there's a freshman versus a senior. And just beneath them, Nora Lindblom making a move here. So right now it is a 4-person race. Up in 2, Cecilia Robbins of Marblehead, Naiga, Quinty, and Lindblom. Who will it be? It will be in lane 5, Sierra Quinty.
Brings up heat 2 of 3 in event 11, the last individual event of the day for this Division II state championship. In lane number 2, Sophia Levasseur, the senior out of Duxbury. Sydney Hemme, the freshman from Manchester, Essex, in lane 3. Hannah Girardi, the junior from Nantucket, in lane 4. Miaa Zuccalo, the junior from Taconic, in lane 5. Ava Balukanis, the junior from Wayland, in 6. Mattia McIntyre, the junior from Norton, in 7. Amanda Riley, the junior from Ludlow, in 8. And Laura Chebatarov, the senior from East Longmeadow, in 9.
Okay, and as we come under the flags, it is lane 5, Miaa Zuccalo of Taconic. She splits in a 32-29. She's got a big lead on the field, a body length lead. It's a competitive race for second. Looking right now, down in lane number 9, Laura Chebartarev of East Longmeadow. Actually, we could be looking at an outside smoke here.
Chebartarev with the lead.
Making a big move. It's going to be close. Zuccalo Chebarotov. And it will be lane 9, 110.60.
Third and final heat in our last individual race of the day. Deirdre Brown, the top of your screen in lane 2. She's a senior from Wayland. Kara Hill, a freshman from Wayland, in lane 3. Bella Takata, the junior from Marblehead, in 4. Sydney Abild, the senior from Northampton, in 5. Forgive me, Noah Herbstruber, the junior from Medfield, in 6. Song Wadekiss, the junior from Marblehead, in 7. Claire Wepler, the junior from Longmeadow, in 8. And at the bottom of your screen, Molly Connors, the freshman from Ashland.
A build was second in the butterfly. And right now, looks like she really wants to get a gold medal to go on that silver. 30.48. Blistering split. She's got a 3-second seed time ahead of this field. Again, it is a build just behind her at 31.58 was Herbzuber of Medfield. And Takata. Again, Marblehead has 2 swimmers in this heat. Wayland has 2 swimmers in this heat. But right now it is all a build. 104.20 for a build. Behind her at 107.25 was Takata out of Wayland.
Third and final heat in our last individual race of the day. Deirdre Brown, the top of your screen in lane 2. She's a senior from Wayland. Kara Hill, a freshman from Wayland, in lane 3. Bella Takata, the junior from Marblehead, in 4. Sydney Abild, the senior from Northampton, in 5. Forgive me, Noah Herbstruber, the junior from Medfield, in 6. Song Wadekiss, the junior from Marblehead, in 7. Claire Wepler, the junior from Longmeadow, in 8. And at the bottom of your screen, Molly Connors, the freshman from Ashland.
A build was second in the butterfly. And right now, looks like she really wants to get a gold medal to go on that silver. 30.48. Blistering split. She's got a 3-second seed time ahead of this field. Again, it is a build just behind her at 31.58 was Herbzuber of Medfield. And Takata. Again, Marblehead has 2 swimmers in this heat. Wayland has 2 swimmers in this heat. But right now it is all a build. 104.20 for a build. Behind her at 107.25 was Takata.
In the water now, 100-yard backstroke. Let me give you a second to pop up the event here. Event number 10, the second to last individual event of the evening. Bethany Lavoie is in lane 2. Helen Thorpe is in lane 3. And Ni Wen is in lane 4, sophomore from East Longmeadow. So I will tell you, there's only one swimmer here in the backstroke that is doing an event for Longmeadow. That's Maria DiPietro in the next heat. And then 2 swimmers in the top 6 is Amherst Pelham. So individual events, not as much as the individuals, but 10 points here, 10 points there. It's going to really come down to, I think, like Pietro has a drop, and then she overtakes one of these 2 pedaling swimmers, and then no swimmers from Amherst and 1 swimmer from Longmeadow. So, I mean, I don't want to be too bold here, but I think those are going to be a wash as far as this is concerned. It's going to be coming down to the final relay. So I'm wondering who's going to have it between Amherst and Longmeadow. Should be fun to watch. Taking the first heat, though, the 1:05 from Belcherton is Bethany Lavoie. Heat number 2 of 3. Only 3 heats of backstrokers made it into the finals here. In the water now. Lane 1, Charlotte Maling. In lane 2, highlighted Maria DiPietro from Longmeadow. In lane 3, Abigail Goncalves, and junior from Ludlow. Zoe Zhu, the talented senior from Tanseswa, is in lane 4. Aubrey Harrington, the sophomore from Belcherton. And then Isabella Giard is a senior from East Longmeadow. So there it is, DiPietro in lane number 2. She knows that every swim she has right now is so important. If she can get herself a top 6 finish, that'll give her about 12 points, and that'll stop some of the bleeding from the 30 or so points that Amherst is going to get here. So it's going to go back to Amherst, and then there's going to be a shift in tides again going in the breaststroke. And again, I really think it's going to come down to the final relay. DiPietro doing her job, though, trying to get herself into the top consideration. She can get herself right around a 102. She's going to put a lot of pressure. She's going to get a 101.2. That puts pressure now on Amherst's Rowan and Deborah. Now, they're pretty much the exact same times right now, 102.92, 102.39. But Maria DiPietro does her job, gets herself probably into a top 5 finish here for the 100-yard backstroke. And that'll keep Amherst having to have a very impressive last couple of races. Championship heat coming in the water. In lane 1, Rowan Albertson. In lane 2, Deborah Wells. In lane 3, Isabel Zeppa. In lane 4, Caitlin Reitzman. In lane 5, Maria Kornev. And in lane 6, Ella Bergeron. Swimmers are in the water. We're looking for the 2 swimmers in lanes 1 and 2. It's Rowan and Deborah. Now, obviously, we're looking at all the swimmers, but as far as contention for the championship is concerned, both Amherst swimmers are ahead right now. So they know that they don't have any breaststrokers, and they know DiPietro just went out in a 101.23. So now it's up to them. Both of them touching right around 29. It's 29.8, 29.2. Still in first and second place is Rowan and Deborah. Deborah Wells, she is the senior, the more seasoned swimmer here. Now, if she wins it, she gets 20 points for her efforts. And it looks like she is in contention. Now, it really comes down to Rowan Albertson's probably going to be dropping down a little bit. I don't think she's going to even get a 102, but into a 59. Winning it is Deborah Wells. That's 20 points right there. And then a 101.5. So it's not going to make a big difference as far as them, but it's going to be about a 20-point swing now the other way because it's going to be pretty even between the 101.5. Melina, Alana, Ellie. Okay, so breaststroke is kind of evolved as a stroke. There's not one single way of doing it. Generally speaking, I see a nice height, minimum head position, strong kick, good body line. Off the wall is Ellie Hutchinson. And that's East Longmeadow Spartans in lane 5. Couple of East Longmeadow swimmers, lanes 2 and lanes 5, coming at you. They've been handed the results here. As I suspected, Amherst gets back to a 20-point lead over Longmeadow. And I do have the coveted heat sheet for the 400 free relay, and it's looking pretty good for one school. But I will tell you who that is in a little bit here. At the wall, it's Ellie and Alana. Touching first looks like Ellie, a 1:15.57. Dropping about 3 seconds from her posted seed time. Congratulations, that's a nice swim. Heat 2 swimmers in the water, or up on the blocks. It's Charlotte Maling, Maria DiPietro. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Next page. In lane 1, we've got Caitlin Huen. In lane 2, we got Regan Lynch. Layla King's in lane 3. Campbell Phillips is in 4. Aleshka Kochniak is in 5. And Emma Balog is in lane 6. Great start in lane 3. That is Lila King from Minnechaug. Gets her head down, not into a really good streamline, but really good kick and glide. I do like what I'm seeing from Campbell Phillips, from Neshoba. She keeps her head down the whole time. She drives her hands forward, keeps her hands up on the surface. So if you had to give me one thing, I would say there's a lot of front drag from Lila King, but not a lot. And then also Aleshka Konyak from Ludlow, trying to keep themselves in the top 3 contention. Ludlow's having a really good back half of this meet here, as they are now in 3rd place over East Longmeadow, 136. It's the Ludlow swimmer in lane 5, Aleshka, trying to hold off the crew. She gets up, but she keeps her momentum moving forward. She never stops, and she keeps herself moving. Minnechaug swimmer and the Neshoba swimmer, both probably going to come into 2nd place here on the B final. At the wall, 1:15.23. Nice swim again from Kochniak. Consolation final swimmers on the blocks now. Here is your one Longmeadow swimmer doing everything they can to hold off. So I want to get you a second here. No, we don't have a second. I will not tell you just quite yet. Heat number 3, swimmers in the water. Emma Reiner, lane 1. Sophia Robinson, lane 2. Claire Welper in lane 3. Sierra Quinty in 4. Laura Chebovtrevs is in lane 5, and Julia Long is in lane 6. Welper, the Longmeadow Junior, 113.18. She's in the water first. She's off the wall first. Really good undulation in her breaststroke kick. Doesn't have the best ankle mobility, but she's got a good, powerful kick. She keeps the knees narrow. She gets the shrug high, gets the hands up. She throws the head back down. She drives. Out in a 33. That's pretty good. That might get her back to around a 111, potentially 110, depending on how her back half speed is here. But the Longmeadow Junior doing what she can do to catch some ground here. Every point scored here is going to be a point closer to Amherst Pelham. It is Longmeadow. It is Wepler. A 110.02. Very nice. Almost subbing a 110. Very phenomenal swim from from Longmeadow swimmers who did come to play here today. But here it comes. I think I was impressed by this swimmer. She swam in the first heat of the first event of the day, and I knew I had to circle her. I had to circle her name because I wish I had the correct pronunciation. It's A-B-I-L-D. Abild is what I'm going to say. Abild. Nice, throwing me into a mental pretzel here, guys. Sydney, the senior from Northampton, she posted a time of 108.89. So let's see what she goes out in. She went out in like a 29.86 with the relay start. But let's see what it looks like here in the championship heat. In lane 1, Lucy Shivers. In lane 2, Mina Chung. In lane 3, Sydney Abild. In lane 4 is Maria Zuccarello. In lane 5, Claire Pouliot and Amanda Riley. Real powerful, good turnover, no pause, keeps the hands up, gets the hands forward, big powerful kicks, and she is off and racing. Great undulation, good timing and tempo on the pullouts, gets the elbows up nice and high, and extends and reaches. This is a phenomenal swimmer, ladies and gentlemen. I can't wait to see what she does in the college level. She is out right around a 30.76, probably looking at around a 107, maybe a 106 possibly. Maybe, I don't know. Brings it back probably in the 35, so maybe we see a 105, but probably looking like it's going to be something like that. Good undulation, good powerful pull, and she is well and ahead of the entire class here. It is a dogfight here for second place. Coming into the wall, it looks like it might potentially be a 105. 104? 104.5. Wow. 4-second drop from Sydney. Really nice. 33.77. Takes it out into 30 points.
Sudbury has dropped to second with 213 points. And if I heard our deck announcer, Claude Valley, correctly, Concord Carlisle has taken the lead with 214 points.
I would guess that, considering the reaction when that announcement was made, specifically from Concord Carlisle swimmers who jumped up in the air with elation. Again, two big events, 8 and 9 for Concord Carlisle, and that has set them up unofficially the NFHS ranking in first.
Yeah, and actually, you think about that. That is, 3 in the top 8 in the 500 freestyle, the longest race, and then a win in the sprint relay, putting together 4 of our shortest race sprint freestyles.
It's really been domination from Concord Carlisle's come into this one. It's a lot of tough opponents here this evening in Beverly. There's a lot of teams gunning for number 1.
And we're coming to the final 25 of our first heat of the 100 backstroke. Isabel Panaccio from Mystic Valley, Isabella Murillo, St. Mary's, Aurora Watson of Concord, and Angela Yee of Newton, as you said. And it is lane 6.
Angela Yee out of Newton South, the senior, in the blue swim cap, finishing with the time of 106.38, breaking her seed time. Not far behind her in second. Again, you don't get much closer than this. Isabella Murillo from St. Mary's Lynn, 106.4 to Yee's 106.38.
As we get ready for the second heat, the state Division I qualifying time 105.68, Division II qualifying time 105.98.
Yee and Murillo just over that marker. That brings up Mary Pierce for Newton South in lane number 1. Kelly Uribe, the sophomore from Peabody, in lane 2. Tina Sue, junior from Wayland, in lane 3. Lily Solis, the junior of Concord Carlisle, in lane 4. Sela Lawler, the junior from Weston, in lane 5. Maura Kruger, freshman of Shawshene Valley, in lane 6. Estella Chuoy, the junior out of Westford Academy, in lane 7, and Amelia Walker, the senior out of Weston, closest to us, in lane 8.
And right now it is looking like lane 4, Lily Solis of Concord, is going to hit the wall first. She splits at 29.55, just behind her in lane 2, Kelly Uribe, 29.95. Again, Solis has the state cuts, but would love to crack this top 16, or as we've seen in these early heats, even the top 8. She is on pace to smash her seed time with another impressive Concord swim. 32.06 in the back half, and a 101.61.
Solis edges out Uribe.
A 4-second drop
Finishing in
by
third.
Solis.
Amelia Walker. And in fourth, Estella Chuoy.
Again, that 101.6 would be the 4th fastest time if everything held.
Heat 3. Up next, and Isabella Cerami, freshman out of Mystic Valley, in lane 1. Meredith Uhas not racing for lane number 2, so Fenwick has no one in lane number 2 for this one. Emma Gargano, the sophomore out of Wayland, in lane 3. Sophia Weiner, the junior from Marblehead, in lane 4. Audrey Waldinger, who finished in first earlier, is in lane 5 for Bishop Fenwick, finished first in her heat. Sydney Chow, sophomore from Mystic Valley, in lane 6. Maddie Coing, senior out of North Reading, in lane 7, and closest to us is Willow Berry, the junior from Gloucester.
Yeah, tough start for Waldinger. She was behind this field coming at the midway point of the first 25, but has now hit the wall first. Lane 5, 30.40. It's a bit slower than Solis' split. I didn't see if she slipped off the block, but she has come back in this race nicely. Again, Fenwick swimmers have putting up some impressive performances. All right, lane 5 touches first, 103.46.
Audrey Waldinger again in her heat, crushes the competition, finishing in first as she gives everyone in the lanes adjacent to her a fist bump of congratulations.
Again, our fastest time right now, 101.61, coming out of heat 2. That's Lily Solis of Concord Carlisle.
We have had a lot of that happening, the earlier heats placing high up as we approach the final heat. 4-4. Katie Prawley, the junior from Wayland, In lane 1, Kara Hill, the freshman from Wayland. In lane 2, Murray, the senior from LS. In lane 3, Jada Green, junior from Newton South. In lane 4, Aubriana Cronston, the junior out of Triton. In 5, Arden Trudeau, the senior of Concord Carlisle. In lane 6, Caitlin Lacey, the junior from Weston. In 7, and Megan Grader, the freshman from Manchester Essex, closest to us. In 8.
All right, Jada Green and Aubriana Cronstrom of Triton. And it is Cronstrom who's hitting the wall first, 28.75. Green just behind her, 28.96. It is a two-person race, Cronstrom and Green. Cronstrom pops up pretty quickly off the turn. Green stays under longer. Will that have made a difference? There, stroke for stroke. It is a reach, and it is Green who touches first. She's going to get 59.
On event 10 in the team rankings, Keela Jalinas, junior from Weston. In lane 1, Lucia Antonucci, freshman from Mystic Valley. In lane 2, Sunny Tian, the senior from Newton South. In lane 3, Cecilia Robbins, the senior from Marblehead. In lane 4, in lane 5, Hannah Ryan, the sophomore from Bishop Fenwick. Hannah Robinson, the sophomore from Lincoln Sudbury. In lane 6, and the closest racer to us is Sarah Fortier, the freshman from Concord Carlisle.
State D1 time, 1:16.00. State D2 time, 1:14.76. Everyone here is chasing that D2 time. And right now, we look at first off the wall. It is lane number 2. Antonucci, the freshman at Mystic Valley. Split a 34.9, I think I saw. And still touches first.
And you can hear the Lincoln Sudbury teammates cheering on Robinson right now. They know how big these finishes are going to be here.
Yeah, and everything's so close, you know. Every point matters at this point. Crack that top 16. It is lane 5. 39.09, so fastest split in the back half. Came out of lane 5, 1:14.12. That was Hannah Ryan of Fenwick.
And quickly, while we have this second here, actually, Darn, why don't you fill us in on the times on the board? Sorry, I thought
no
this were going to do. My bad. No.
You go first.
Miscommunication. I was just going to say real quick, Kelly Uribe finished in 8th in the last event. Arden Trudeau in 7th. Kara Hill finished in 6th from Wayland in 5th. Back in Heat 2, Lily Solis from Concord Carlisle. We had 2 from Heat 2 finish in the top 8. In 4th overall was Caitlin Lacey. In 3rd was McKenna Murray. In 2nd, Aubriana Cronstrom. And in 1, Jada Green. Now we move on here. Heat number 2, Alora Syed, senior from Bedford in lane 1. Carly Atwood, sophomore from Beverly in lane 2. Mia Burns in lane 3, the senior from Westford Academy. Ava Balukanis, the junior from Wayland in lane 4. Sydney Hemme, the freshman from Manchester Essex in 5. Lydia Mossy, the sophomore from LS in 6. Song Whittakis, the junior from Marblehead in 7. And Brittany Naiga, the freshman from Mystic Valley in 8.
And it was 34.52 actually 32.82 for our swimmer from Marblehead, Song Whitkus. What a split. Just behind her was Lydia Mossy from Lincoln Sudbury. But right now, it is Whitkus who's blowing away the field. I mean, she's dominating. She's going to put up a performance. It's going to put pressure on the leaders. Hits 37.10, 109.92 for Whitkus.
Song Whitekiss.
That would be the 4th fastest time if everything stood.
Followed by Atwood in second for heat number 2 of 3. And then in third, Burns in fourth. In the 6th lane, Lydia Mossy. That'll bring up heat 3 of 3 in lane 1. Farthest from us, we have 2 Concord Carlisle racers in this one. Reese Phillips, the sophomore, and 1 Ainsley Hott, the junior from Concord Carlisle, and 2 Cara Dominici. Got to remember her name from earlier, the senior out of Westford Academy. She's in lane 3. Bella Takata, the junior from Marblehead, in 4. Maeve Hogan, the senior from Lincoln Sudbury, in 5. Artina Zhang, the sophomore from Newton South, in 6. Emma Miner, the freshman from Newton South, in 7. And Mila Volatino, the junior from Weston, in lane 8.
And as we look here, it is a pretty even heat. It looks like lane 4 is going to touch first. It is Takata of Marblehead. She touches in 32.04.
Dominici not far behind, might have taken the lead.
Oh, sorry, lane 4 is 31.81. Lane 3, Dominici, was 32.04. It is Takata, Dominici right next to her, and Maeve Hogan of LS right now in third. This is going to be a tight finish. This lane number 4.
Bella Takata from Marblehead.
108.47.
107.99.
Sorry, 107.99.
Tough to see
you.
through the railing. Giara, a junior out of Sandwich, is in lane number 4 in the middle. And Addison Rhodes, the sophomore from Hanover, closest to us in the white swim cap, in lane number 5.
Yeah, we saw Chavez move from the first heat in the 50 freestyle all the way up to 9th place. So that was a great swim. Let's see if she can't put back-to-back great swims together here in the backstroke. And again, state D1 qualifying time, 105.68. D2 qualifying time, 105.98. All 3 of these swimmers are chasing that. And we've got lane 5 out in front with a 32.07. That is Addison Rhodes. So she needs to be back in a 33.5. She is on pace. Backstroke is one of the events where you see the splits to be most even. Part of that is the in-the-water start. Again, she'll have to be back in about a 33.5. And she touches at a 34.04. So 106.11. Just off the pace there. But great swim, best time.
Great swim there, Addison Rhodes, sophomore from Hanover. Again, Hanover is another one of those sneaky teams where they're just quietly racking up points here or there, and Hanover confirmed for you right now, but I'm pretty sure they were in 9th. Hanover did sit in 9th when we had our intermission back in event number 5, and just keep your eyes on Hanover as they're quietly sneaking up the standings here as we hit heat number 2 in event 10 of 12 from the Beverly YMCA. In lane number 1, Cynthia Torres, the senior from New Bedford. In lane number 2, Emma Coate, senior from Westwood. Kelsey Donegan, the junior from Hingham, in lane number 3. In lane number 4, Isabel Colella, the sophomore from Nauset. Molly St. Gelas, the freshman from Plymouth North, in lane number 5. Anna Santana Alcantara, the junior from Norwood, in lane number 6. Emma is Merlick, the freshman from Hingham, in 7. And Madeline Cleesby, the junior from KP, in lane 8.
And it is Emma is Merlick of Hingham, the freshman, who touches first at the wall, 29.91. She is chasing that state cut. There are four swimmers in this heat who have it, all in the center lanes. The outside lanes are trying to get after it. And it is Ismerlich, the freshman in lane 7. She was first at the wall, and she is first under the flags. And can she punch her ticket to next weekend? And easily, 31.95 coming back, and a 1:01.86.
4 seconds to squeeze by. Nice job there for Emma Ismerlich, the freshman from Hingham. Here in heat number 2.
Wow, that is nearly a 5-second drop. It's the type of drop you usually see in the 500 freestyle, not the 100 backstroke. Great swim. And second in that heat was lane number 3, 1:04.35 for Kelsey Donegan. And third was
Another
lane number
swimmer
4.
out of Hingham. A lot going on down there on the South Shore in the pools there.
Yeah, and if these are, again, we haven't had our team results updated in a while, at least up here at the desk, but if teams are going to make a move on Duxbury, it's going to be in this event where Duxbury does not have an entry.
So we hit the final heat here in event 10. Heat 3 of 3, Lena Matera, the junior out of Hingham in lane number 1. Sarah Pescod, the freshman from Norton in lane 2. Shauna Harney, the senior of Canton in lane 3. Zuri Ferguson in lane 4, the sophomore from Attleboro. Barali, the sophomore from Franklin in lane 5. Bohannon, the senior from Nauset in 6. Lydia Kraft out of Seekonk in lane 7. And Vivian Ma, the freshman from Dover in lane number 8.
All right, this is one race where I said we might see the meet record fall. The meet record is 57.07. Ferguson seated at a 55.60. Ferguson splits at 27.07. It's a little bit slower than her relay time, which was 26.29. Again, going to have to be back in a 30.0.
That's Ferguson in the lead with the white swimmer's cap you see on your screen now.
Should be able to do it. Got to get back in 4, 5. Wow, we're going to hit there 28.04 to come back on top of a 27.7 for a 55.11. That will be a new meet record if it stands for Zuri Ferguson, the sophomore in Attleboro. Lane number 3, a minute point 62.
Emma Ismerlich, she raced back in heat number 2, the freshman from Hingham. Molly St. Gelas, the freshman of Plymouth North, finished 8th overall, also in heat number 2. Finishing in 4th, Lydia Kraft from Seekonk. Shauna Harney from Canton was in 3rd. Barali from Franklin 2nd, and of course Ferguson in 1st. Event number 11 is underway. Women's 100-yard breaststroke in the first heat with Bridget Sopel from Norwood in lane number 3. Emily Donacio, junior from Bishop Stang in lane 4, and Lila Keeney, sophomore from Nauset, closest to us in 5.
And our State Division 1 qualifying, 1:16.00. State Division 2, 1:14.76. It is just Bridget Soppel from Norwood who's chasing the Division 1 qualifying cut. The other 2 swimmers have it. All are chasing the Division 2 qualifying cut. Missed their split. I apologize to the viewers at home. But we are at 1:03 on the clock right now with about a half a pool to go. We have seen some big drops coming out of the first heat. And in lane 4, it is Emily Donacio from Bishop Stang touching first in 1:14.25. So she will be swimming next weekend at MIT.
Congratulations, Donacio. Big swim there in lane number 4. Punches her ticket to MIT next weekend. And quickly we'll jump into heat number 2. Vivian Mon, lane number 1, the freshman from DS. In lane number 2, Lena Matera, the junior from Hingham. In lane number 3, Sarah Dussault, the freshman from Nantucket. Lane number 4, Maddie McIntyre, the junior from Norton. Sophia Lavasseur, the senior from Duxbury. Brooke Sylvia, the junior from Bishop Fien. In lane 6, and Nora Lindblom, the junior from Scituate, in lane number 7.
And our top seed in this heat, Mattia McIntyre of Norton, 102.88 is her seed time. It's just a few tenths of a second ahead of Lavasseur. And at the wall, it is 34.46 for McIntyre. Lavasseur 34.18. And in lane 6, Brooke Sylvia 34.01. So it is a tight race right now between lanes 4, 5, and 6. Even coming off the wall. We look at their pullouts. Again, they all pop up about the same. It looks like Sylvia, who's opening up a short lead under the flags, but again, it is a dead heat photo finish.
Oh, that was close. They're gonna give it unofficially to Molly, or forgive me, to...
It'll be Sylvia and Fien, 113.25. Second, 113.27 was in lane 4, McIntyre, and in third, in lane 5, 113.44. So again, 2/100ths of a second separating our first and second places. We said it would be a photo finish, and it was.
Great sportsmanship down in the pool as the racers shake hands, and Heat 3 jumps right up to the podium. Hannah Girardi, the junior from Nantucket, in lane number 1. Lane 2, Flannery Miller, the senior from King Philip. Jesse McNeil in lane 3, the senior out of Bridgewater Raynham. Nora Herb Struber, junior out of Medfield, in lane 4. Hope Zayaveth, the senior from Franklin, in lane 5. Molly Connors, the freshman from Ashland, in lane 6. Gianna Guerrero, the sophomore from Archbishop Williams, in 7. And Christine Tang swims in lane 8. She's a junior out of Franklin.
Our top seed, Herb Zuber, was 7th in this event last year. Herb Zuber is touching first at the wall, 31.76. That puts her on pace certainly to beat her seed time at a 108.28. Meet records 102.67, state record 101.74. I don't think we'll see either of those fall today. But again, what a pullout there in lane number 5 by Hope Zayvaeth. And it is Zayvaeth and Herb Zuber neck and neck. Again, we are looking at another photo finish. Herb Zuber 35.51. And she will touch first, 107.27, 107.76.